In this video, I'll be trying out the Holbein Summer Gouache paint set. We'll begin by making swatches and then put this palette to the test by making a painting. You can find a set like this for each of the seasons, but I love painting summertime scenes, so the colors in this one really appealed to me. I'm going to begin with the first color in this set, which is Scarlet. I really love how vibrant and saturated the Holbein colors are. Right now, I'm using a Holbein Primary Magenta as the red in my palette, so I think this will be quite different, and it's going to be interesting to try it out in a painting. Let's look at the next color, which is Orange Yellow. Whenever I make my swatches using gouache, I like to begin with a more opaque, dry paint mixture and then blend it down to a more transparent mixture. This way you can see what the color will look like in different ways that you might use it. It's really amazing how different the colors can look depending on how much water you use. Like with this orange yellow, the transparent mixture feels really bright and a little cooler than the opaque mixture up top. This set also comes with a second yellow called Canola Yellow. This one is a little cooler than the one we just tried out, so I think it'll be useful to have that variety. The next color we're going to be looking at is called Tasha Brown. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. My first impression of this color is that it looks very similar to burnt sienna. It's really beautiful, and as I add water to get a more transparent mixture, I just love the texture that's coming through. And now we're getting into my favorite colors in the set. I already know it's going to be the greens. This color just feels like grass and plants on a sunny day. It has a wonderful vibrance, but it still feels natural. It's not too crazy neon. I really like the color that it fades into in the more transparent mixture. I can definitely see myself using this one a lot already. Next up is Evergreen. This is a little bit of a darker green, and I have to say I really like this one as well. It's just a silky, beautiful color. It's a little bit of a darker value, and I feel like it plays very well with the spring green that we just tried out. The next color we're going to look at is a turquoise color called Bamboo Green. The thing that stands out to me most about this color is just how opaque it is. I'm not sure if that's coming across in the video, but it feels so solid. I also really like the color. It's very pretty. We have a couple of blues coming up next, so it'll be interesting to compare them. We're going to start with Ultramarine. Immediately, this color feels quite different than the Bamboo Green I just tried out in regard to texture. It's a lot more transparent, but very vibrant. The next color in this set is called Oriental Blue. I was really looking forward to trying out these two blues on paper because on the packaging they look pretty similar, but now that I'm seeing them next to each other, it's pretty clear we have a warm and cool blue here, which will be very useful. The next color we're going to look at is called Edo Violet. I always like having a color similar to this in my palette. I find it really useful for painting shadows and shadow areas in foliage. I really like mixing this color with darker greens, so I'm very glad there's one included in this set. Next, let's just take a quick look at the black and the white. The black was nice and intense, very dark, and as for the white, I didn't think, unfortunately, to put a line on the paper or something to paint over, but as you can see, it's pretty easy for me to cover that little splash of black paint from earlier, so I do feel like the white is nice and opaque, and we'll get to test it out further in the painting process. Now that the swatches are dry, let's take a closer look. I have to say my first impressions of this set are very positive. I think the color selection is perfect for summer. Feels very well rounded. Feels like, especially for landscape painting, this should really give you everything that you need. I will reserve my final judgment for after I paint with it, but I'm feeling good about it now. I thought it might be interesting to take a look at this new swatch sheet for the summer set and compare it to the Holbein 18 set. This is an older swatch sheet that I've had for a few years now. This was actually my very first set of gouache paints that I ever used. This sheet has been mostly kept in a drawer, so it shouldn't be too damaged from the sun or anything. So you can see the difference in the colors. I find the selection of greens especially interesting when you compare the spring green and evergreen to the emerald green and permanent green deep. The summer set greens are a lot warmer, but I also feel like the difference between the colors is just greater, so that can give a little bit more versatility in the painting process. I actually don't remember those two greens looking so similar. Maybe they have faded a little bit over time. I do love that leaf green on the top right from the 18 set though. That is a color that I always make sure to have on hand. So it'll be interesting to see how I might be able to mix up something like that using the summer set, or if I'll feel like the leaf green is missing. I don't know. But either way, I think I definitely found a couple of new greens that I'll enjoy playing with. Here you can see a comparison of the blues and purple selection. There's also another purple that I use really often that's not from Holbein. It is a Winsor & Newton color called Spectrum Violet. I love that color, and I'm pretty excited by how similar the Edo Violet looks. The last color I want to take a closer look at is this bamboo green. I'm a big fan of turquoise and aqua colors. I really love this cobalt turquoise light color from Winsor & Newton, and I use it pretty often. So I was curious to see what it would look like against the bamboo green, but they're actually quite different. So I don't know if I can use this interchangeably, but I just thought it was interesting to see, so I wanted to share that with you. Well, that wraps up my first impressions of the Holbein Summer Gouache set, but the true test will be to actually make a painting using these colors. So let's give it a try. I thought, of course, it made the most sense to actually paint a summertime landscape, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm starting by wetting my paper with some clean water. I want my paper to be wet so that I can get some nice soft blends in this first background layer. I often work back to front, so I paint the most distant elements of the scene earlier on. So having these soft blends makes it feel more like they're further away and just a bit blurry. And it's also nice to get rid of that white paper as soon as possible. So I kind of go with like a soft version of what the painting is going to be as a base layer, and then layer on top of that with more precise shapes. As far as the color palette, so far I'm really enjoying it. I like the greens and turquoise in the background layer. The colors feel pretty natural and organic. As I started working on the tree, I did notice that I wanted to reach for the burnt umber that's usually in my palette, so that's like a darker brown. This set comes with a lighter brown and that's it, so you kind of have to mix if you want the darker brown, which is not a big problem, but it's just a color that I usually have in my palette. As a landscape painter, I feel like it's pretty handy, so that's a color I would probably add to this set for convenience. That said, I do really enjoy the Tasha Brown that's part of this set. It does seem to serve a similar purpose to a burnt sienna, and it's really nice and warm. I should try to directly compare those two and see what the difference is, because they feel very similar to me. But I do like the color a lot, and I mixed it with white and a little bit of yellow to get that highlight that I put on the left side of the tree. Speaking of that highlight, at this point I noticed that it wasn't quite popping enough, so that's why I just added some darker green to the water next to it, so that by contrast the light would appear a little bit brighter. So I think that's working better now. In the water, I wanted to add some reflections of the foliage above, so that's why I am re-wetting that area a little bit with some clean water, and now I'm able to drop in some of that turquoise green color and it will more softly fade into the water. So now we're getting to some of the most fun parts of the painting process for me, which is the little details. The plants in the foreground coming up in front of the darker water, getting to add those bright green leaves and the high contrast areas. I did play around a bit with mixing colors with the light greens and yellows. Like I said, I usually have the Holbein leaf green, which is that really, really bright green. That said, the spring green is also quite bright, and you can mix that with yellow and white. If you really need a boost and you really need the super bright green for the highlights, you can do that, so that worked out fine for me. Overall, I have to say I really liked working with the greens in this set, the spring green and the evergreen. Like I noticed during the swatching, they're a bit warmer than the greens I've usually used, and it felt good. I feel like these colors just feel very natural and right for summer landscapes, which I love painting. I do really enjoy putting blues and greens in the shadows in my foliage, but that's fine. There's the bamboo greens, the ultramarine, the oriental blue. You can mix up something when you want a cooler green to put in the shadows, but I'm very happy with those two greens. I can definitely see myself buying those individual paint tubes of the spring green and the evergreen to keep them around. Usually I don't end up buying a paint set more than once. Even though it can sometimes be a better value to buy the set versus individual tubes, I always end up using certain colors way more than others. If you're familiar with my work, then I think you know which colors those are, or even just from looking at this painting. So yes, if I keep buying the sets, I just end up with a stockpile of reds and oranges that I never use, which feels like such a waste. So after buying a set, if I like it, I usually just replace the individual tubes as they run out. So for this set, I could definitely see myself replacing those greens, and as I continue working with it more, I'll see what other colors might stick with me. I have the feeling it might be that Edo Violet and the Tasha Brown. Those have also been favorites during this so far. One of the biggest questions I had going into this was, is this a complete and well-rounded set? Could I recommend this to someone just getting into gouache for the first time who maybe didn't even have any other paints yet? And I do think I could recommend this set. As far as Holbein gouache, which happens to be my favorite, I would recommend either this set or the standard set of 12 that they offer. I feel that they both are very well-rounded, and it just depends on which colors appeal to you. That said, you might want to buy a tube of burnt umber to go along with this just to make your life a little bit easier. Then I think it would be perfect. Holbein gouache is not cheap, but the colors are so vibrant, opaque, and really lovely to work with, and this set is no different. I really enjoyed making this painting, and I definitely plan to continue using some colors from this set. Of course, I have my palette that I've been working with that I'm comfortable with, so I think I'll end up blending some of this set into my palette and choosing my favorites between them. But I'm really happy that I tried this out. Thank you so much for joining me as I tried out these new paints. I hope you found it interesting, and if you've tried this set out for yourself, or if you have any of the other Holbein seasonal sets, which I have not tried by the way, I would love to know what you think about them, so please let me know in the comments. Also, if you decide to pick this one up, I hope you have a lot of fun with it. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.